Hey, what's going on, you guys? And I know I'm sorry I didn't post a podcast in a very long time, but I'm back on it with you guys. I promise you. Before we get into this, weed is legal in New York City. Yes, I know. We're like a month into it, and I'm very late to tell you guys that weed is legal in New York City. But hey, we got this. We different type of content is going to come up very soon. And I'm turning 21 in about 2 weeks. 2.5 weeks. So, get ready for the different type of content that's coming up, you guys. So, and another thing, I know that this is a different topic, but trust me, semen retention topic, we're going to go back into it tomorrow, because I want to start, posting a lot more again. And I want to start telling you guys, hey, even if you fall, you get back up. So come on, let's get right into this. So this podcast is going to be about the time that I almost got arrested for cooking edibles. Now, I know I posted this on TikTok and some people were like, hey, that's not true story. So, hey, I'm going to try to be as descriptive as I can in this podcast so that way you guys can try to literally imagine it. So this happened in, July of 2019, I'm pretty sure. This happened in July of 2019. And it was a random day, and I decided to cook some edibles this day because I'm like, hey, it's been a while since I've had any edibles. I brought a quarter, off of my plug, and I ran all the way to my friend's house. I was like, yo, let me cook some edibles in your house. He was like, all right, bet. Because, that's the only place I can think of. Because I can't cook edibles in my parents' house, when they can smell everything and shit. And at the time it was illegal. So, I got to do it somewhere where I can find a place to do it. So, I called my friend, he was like, all right, pull up and I can do it. So I ran all the way to his house, put the weed down, and I started grinding it up. We were talking and chatting for a little while. He got his, issues and shit. But hey, we all have issues in life. But we were just chatting for a little while. And I put the weed down and I started to crumble it up together. And, and I decided, all right, I'll make some can of butter, right? Just to make some edibles, because if I make some can of butter, I can always at least bake it, whenever I get home or whenever, I get back to his house. So, I made the butter. I put the butter down on a little frying pan, let it cook very slowly, because the butter can burn very easily, and I put the butter in after a while it was melting and shit. I don't know how to make real can of butter. I know you guys go, hey, that's not the right way. Yeah, I at the time I did not know how to make can of butter, but I can always buy that machine online that makes it for you. So, all right, so I dumped the butter on the stove. And, I'm just standing there cooking it for a little bit, I'm just waiting for it to bake up for a while. That way I'm like, all right, I want to make sure I get every single little bit out of here, So I hear, a bang on the door, and then these cops come in. He was like, all right, whoa, stand still. I can't remember the first words they said, but they're like, oh, the police. And they ran in. And they're in to get because my friend had a warrant at the time. So they're like, hey, come in. And I'm just standing there. And I'm like, yo, my heart sank, dude. Like, my heart really sank. And I'm standing there cooking edibles. Because at the time, weed was illegal. So I'm just, my heart sank. I'm just standing there. I'm like, oh, fuck. What am I going to do? I don't want to just waste this shit and let it sit here. So after a while, the police had a huge conversation with my friend. A huge conversation. And then they had a conversation with me like, hey, what are you doing here? Blah, 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 blah. But then after a while, they stopped caring about me, and then this went to my friend. And the second they went outside, I decided, all right, let me hurry up and just dump all this shit into the water bottle, right? So I grabbed the water bottle and I slowly started pouring it in there, because I'm like, all right, I need to get as much as I really can because I'm not trying to waste this shit, right? So, I dumped as much as in there as I really can, and some of it fell out. I'm like, all right, whatever, fuck it, I'm not trying to, go through the hassle to try to get every little bit of oil. So, I dumped it all in there, and, and the police officer was like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, nothing. I'm just pouring out a drink. And he didn't really ask anything much more after that. It's like, oh, okay, and after a while, I had to call my dad. I didn't call my dad. I just left his house and called my dad after that to pick me up because, my friend lived very far away from my house. So he picked me up. And, we went back home and, I just relaxed for the rest of the day. So, pretty short story, not really too, it's a crazy story, but it's very, very short. I try to, be as descriptive as I really can with you guys, but I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast, and I hope you guys, are having a good one with yourself. So please, I'm back. Please follow up with the content. I'm coming back with you guys with more and more videos. Peace out.